real quick. It reminded me of a quote Deathmask himself say. What makes the gold state so interesting? I'm quoting Deathmask roughly. It's like their personalities kind of clash with each other. It's like they are all 12 of them. They are the guardians of Althena. They have their own temples, and they have to guard them. They are the strongest saints. And not all of them are like, oh, we must defend Altina. Oh, you evil man. Oh, no, they all have their, and that's why everyone loves them, because they all have their different personalities. They're all distinguished in some kind of way, if including their attacks. So let me just show you this real quick. Here's the thing about Deathmask being nice. Deathmask is not nice. Okay, so. And then everyone was shocked that he liked this girl, and apparently the staff of Soul of Gold said that they in the short time that they have in these 13 episodes, they wanted to give some of the saints some not improvement. What's the word? A little more. Oh god, what's the word, man? Some exposure, extra exposure, because in the classic and in the OVAs they didn't give much of a especially like Aldebaran, for example. He gets an improvement, and I guess Shura a little bit, and Camus, sort of. But so exposure. Everyone's a little different in some way, and the staff find it important to show them some humanity, some justice, sense of justice and humanity and love, maybe. So Deathmask is a considerate change in this series, and so does Camus. Wait till I talk about Camus. Oh my God, you kind of get a little upset with him. Well, anyways, Deathmask. So if Deathmask in the original, he was very mean. He was sadistic. Even in Legend of Sanctuary, he was sadistic. This guy, when you enter in the classic, in the Sanctuary arc, when you enter his temple, he was a guy who loved to defeat his enemies. He served the evil Pope, and he was all for it. He is all about might makes right. So he had all the faces of his victims or his foes or whatever plastered all over his temple wall, on the floor and the ceiling. Because, well, his name is Deathmask, and that's exactly what he's like. He's not a softie. So I was shocked to see him be suddenly a softie for this one lady who he only meets in one episode, and the lady dies in the same episode. It's crazy. But my God though, that was that one episode. He was actually freaking awesome when he my honest opinion, if I threw away his sadistic nature, threw away all I knew about Deathmask and how mean he was, I gotta say he did a darn good job trying to protect this girl. He'd make a good boyfriend, I guess. But let me show you this though about Deathmask. Okay. Deathmask. Okay, look at this here. This is Deathmask's official profile on the Toei website. Read this. The man who loves battle and slaughter. Italian origin. If I recall, Deathmask, he trained in Sicily, which is like where the mafia came from. The original mafia came from. I don't remember the original name of the mafia. The mafia is more like the American term. But I think that should give you an idea. And it says, since the values that define justice changed with the flow of time, he supported the evil Pope. This guy, the man who lives, if you want to make him a nice guy in the show, at least not lie on his profile. I think this profile reflects all the other original profiles of all the previous animations. I mean, the animations previous of Soul of Gold. I mean, they would often have their attacks and like the age and the birthday, and I think I've seen this more than once, like where they train, where they're born. And but Deathmask, that it's right there. You go on the website and they say he's the mean one. He's the mean one, and he goes and protects this girl. But I gotta hand it to him. He did a good job. He made him real good. And the voice actor of Deathmask, who is Tanaka Ryochi, if you can obviously see, he did a great job. I gotta hand it to him. He did a great job. For someone who's pretty elderly sounding, which is kind of funny. You got to get used to it because I jumped from classic to Heidi's version. Deathmask came back. Man, a classic Deathmask. He sounded like Dracula. He laughed and sounded like Dracula. Then you go to the later shows like Heidi's, which is like 20 or so years later. He kind of sounds a little more goofy now, a little more elderly. And it's the same in this show. But despite all that, it's kind of a strange change. But despite all that, I give him a whole bunch of credit. He did great trying to protect this girl. And, I thought that was pretty cool, though. I'll give him that. And he loved this girl, too. It was weird. It was weird, but I kind of liked it. And, yeah. Camus, what are you doing? Oh, Camus! Man, when I first saw this, I'm like, what? Camus betrayed everybody. Aquarius Camus, and he has a friend. His friend is Milo, Scorpio Milo, and Milo wasn't having it. And Milo's freaking awesome, too. He's short-tempered, and he didn't care if he was cut down in power. He was going to go back and see what was wrong with his friend. And no one tells him no. So Camus, Camus like Deathmask. He's affected by the staff. The staff wanted Camus and Deathmask to show this quality of a human being. So Deathmask has love, while Camus has friendship. And damn, Camus just have a friend in the God Warriors, Surt, guy with the red armor. He fucked up in as a child and killed Surt's Surt's sister. Yeah, his little sister, while training, and he saw it happen. And Camus was so sorry. It's like, oh God, I'm so sorry, man. I'll help you. I swear, I'll dedicate you out. I will help you for the rest of my life as a saint, as I train. And that's how it turned out, which never happened. This is filler. So I was kind of shocked when I saw it. I'm like, what is your problem? But and then I thought about it. This is not that weird. Why? Why? Because the Aquarius Saints are, well, I don't want to talk about Lost Canvas a little too much, but just slightly. The Aquarius Saints are known to do drastic things for their friends, or they're known to be a little emotional, even though they don't show it. And Camus still contains that cold exterior. I like that he still has that. That's good. So he said, I'm fighting for my friend. Even Camus back in the classic arc, he told Hyoga to, you better go back, or I'm gonna kill you. You don't have the power to ascend these stairs, so you get out. And then he flat out killed him. He killed his own student because of what he believed in. And there's Digel in Aquarius Digel in Lost Canvas. Well, he doesn't do anything that crazy. Since this is not in the anime, this is in the comic, I'll just say that he has deep emotions for his friend. I'll just say that. So I'll keep that in mind. And there's also Digel's master, Crest, which I won't talk about too much either, but he does things for his friends too. So it doesn't really surprise me that the Aquarius Saints kind of go out of their way for what they believe in. So it's not that weird. But see, I didn't think about that till later. So I'm all through the entire series. I'm pounding my head like, Camus, why you do that, man? So Milo wasn't having it, and I think Milo versus Camus was pretty good. Could have been, well, I think it would have been animated a little better. I think Camus. I think that fight is episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. I think it was pretty good. It was kind of short, but I think it explained a lot, like Camus' calmness versus Milo's I'm really pissed off at your bullshit kind of anger. Like, hey, we were supposed to get married. Why you betray me, man? Why you betray the goddess? Why you do that? That's Milo. So I'm kidding about the marriage thing, but I see a whole lot of pictures of them together as a couple. But that's because we're friends. So don't blame me. And yeah, so